Welcome to the Scottie and Sylvia show. We are best friends who keep our finger on the pulse of the culture. I'm Scottie Beam.
And I'm Sylvia Obell. And on this show, we talk about it all, from our favorite actors to our favorite affirmations.
From black joy to black drama.
And just a sprinkle of Caucasian chaos every now and again.
Welcome to the Scottie and Sylvia show, where we speak our minds like it's our full-time jobs and have so much fun doing it. And I'm Scottie Beam, here in LA, yet again.
And I'm Sylvia Obell, and I'm so excited because Thanksgiving is this week. How are you doing this week?
I'm good. Holidays is just be holidaying.
They be holidaying?
They be holidaying, and so everybody's on my nerves now.
It's that time of the year.
It's that time of the year.
It's the most wonderful time
where people are making plans, and it annoys me.
I do a lot of personalities.
Yes. People are making plans. I'm annoyed. You know, now we're on the fast track to Christmas almost.
Yeah. I mean, as far as some of us are concerned, that starts November 1st, the day after Halloween is over. Mariah Carey season.
Exactly. But you love
I love it. I live for this season. I love it. I love the game. A nigga like me, I love Christmas, okay? And Thanksgiving. I want the trees. I want the lights. I want the children gleefully just running through the toy stores. I want the Christmas music.
Okay.
Brandy dropped a Christmas album. I'm thrilled about it.
Really?
Yes. The girls will give us new Christmas music. I
love it.
I know you don't like holiday music.
Hate it.
Love it.
Except for Donny Hathaway. I like his Christmas music.
Because, obviously. But how do you feel about Thanksgiving specifically?
I don't celebrate it, so I don't really feel any way about it.
Do y'all even spend the day together, or y'all don't even spend the day together?
No, my family usually goes to their significant other houses or whomever, Friendsgivings, and does whatever they want to do. We haven't celebrated it, one, because I think my family is from Belize, so mostly they don't know. They came and they were like, okay, that's cool, this is cute, but we don't need to celebrate it, and so we just never have.
Yeah, no, that's real. My Kenyan family, they decided to just adapt. They said, hey, holiday where we can eat,
right,
and gather,
right, and I get that.
It's weird because like on my dad's side of the family, like that side, they do Thanksgiving and everybody does their own thing at Christmas.
Yeah,
but like my mom is a huge Christmas person, so like that's that. And then like Thanksgiving, we just always did it one way or another. I think now that I live in LA, it's become more of like or even with us, like either we'll spend it with friends because most of our extended family is in Nairobi still on my mom's side, so like. Either we spend it with friends or like they come to LA. Like this week, they're coming to Los Angeles. Oh my God. I am so tired of being on the road that I said, hey.
Come to me.
Come on, guys. Let's give me a flight break. And they're more than thrilled because they love Los Angeles.
Right.
They love coming. So they're coming out here and we're going to do Christmas with Kelly and Marino and the fam. They're about to chef it up.
These are your friends.
Kelly Carter, journalist, mentor, friend. Yes, and her new husband, they just got married over the summer.
I love that.
Fun fact, Kelly is literally like who I saved when I first moved here, and like that pandemic year, Thanksgiving, I spent it with Kelly too. So like I love
oh my goodness
because Kelly can throw down. Okay,
I'm hearing that. I can't wait, Kelly.
She's like,
I've been in LA for a week, baby.
I know she was in New York, but
not a plate was seen.
We gotta make that happen actually before you go.
Yes.
But no, so I'm excited to just not have to travel, and like to just have my family here with me. And LA, cause it's been a minute. It's always the time of year though that makes me feel like I need a bigger space.
Yeah.
Like now, it's so crazy now us becoming more and more the adults.
Yeah.
Like I miss the days where my parents just threw me in the car and we ended up somewhere with food and I had nothing to do with the plans.
I think that's also a very hard thing, a hard pill to swallow too, realizing like some of your matriarchs are passing and now you are starting to have to become that or start to walk in the footsteps of that. I lost my grandmother this year, my great aunt, but she's like my grandma. So she and that was the last of that generation.
Yeah.
So holidays are very sweet and sour for me. Yeah. It's always been that way. My nanny passed the day after Christmas. My grandfather, my papa's birthday is on Christmas. He's no longer with us. I think just getting used to the new normal is going to be it's going to feel different. So, you know, I always try to make sure that people know, like, hey, you have to give everybody grace during this time, because even though seasons are, you know, this season is a very jolly and cute and amazing, and it is. There's some parts of it that I absolutely love, but I also have to be well aware that there are people that are actually going through a new normal right now with grieving and not having their loved one with them during this time, when most of this time is spent on talking about family and being around family, being around the ones that you love. So I just would, you know, it's very complicated. It's very stressful sometimes too, with having to
deal with it.
Deal with it. Yeah. But yeah, and then also pay for things and spend money, and you know, we in a recession. Child, it's just crazy. So I just would hope that you give yourself some time,
some grace
for yourself. Yeah. Even if you think that the season doesn't require that, I think some people are like, you know, no, that's selfish to do
rest.
things.
Yeah, like,
no, baby, you gotta rest.
All the time. If you can't lean into another part of this holiday, you can rest.
Yeah,
you enjoy the day off.
Do things.
Enjoy
that bring
the days
you
that we get off, and make it your own.
Yeah,
make your own tradition.
Yeah,
You know, some people just don't have family that's alive, but they don't even have good relationships with them. Like, find your tribe, or even if it's just you finding something that makes you happy that day.
Yeah,
I love to see people take a flight, go onto an island somewhere by themselves and have a time, or like you said, like, just find a way, like, order your favorite takeout, treat yourself, like,
and I think that's what holidays are about too, with watching comfort movies that you guys love, or listening to songs that you guys used to listen to when y'all were kids, or things like that. So that's why I think, you know, with it approaching, that we should do something for this.
We should be
episode.
Giving. Let's be
we
giving.
Give
for the thanks. As the thanks for being listeners and thanks for listening in, we want to give some advice. We asked the kids, not the kids, y'all not kids.
Not the kids. They grown as hell.
I mean, the age ranges, because they love to call us they big sisters. They love a big sister.
That's true.
Y'all like my big sisters in my head. Y'all make me feel old, but I'd rather be a big sister than an aunt. So thanks for keeping it cute.
Big sister.
Keep it cute.
And since my, you know, siblings don't have kids, I'll be an aunt too.
But, you know, we asked y'all to send us some questions for the holiday season.
Yeah.
And we're going to answer them now. We're going to do a special AMA holiday themed Thanksgiving episode.
Yes.
Because like we said in the end, we do it all for you. Okay? Let's get it off. Let's start with general holiday questions. How do you tell your people you don't celebrate Thanksgiving because of its past? So the colonialism, the Native Americans having their land stolen, and them lying about it was a peaceful dinner between the two. Absolutely, the roots are trash. Mm-hmm. The roots of Thanksgiving are absolutely trash. It was a lie fed to us, propaganda.
Revisionist history. It really is something that people have made up. This is made up. So,
I think you're well within your rights to feel that way. I think a lot of us, especially Black folk, it's become more of just like an excuse to gather with family. Yeah. Because the government, people give you the day off. Yeah. And a lot of people can only spend time with family if they get days off of work. Yeah. But I think if you don't want to, I think the way to tell your people is to explain to them, like to literally just communicate that. Right. And I know that most people, I can see how if you're Black, which I'm assuming you are, that your mama may not respect that. Mm-hmm. So maybe you just spend time with the family, but don't actually partake in the meal, which takes some crazy self-discipline.
It's crazy.
But if that's what you're standing on.
Right, standing on business and do that. Or just don't come.
Just don't
see
go.
See them and, you know.
Yeah.
Because also, like, let people celebrate what they want to celebrate. Got it. Good. But as long as you're not running around like a Jehovah, you know, saying, you know, hey, like Jehovah's Witness, always running around trying to tell them, this is what you're not supposed to do,
like,
and blah, blah, blah.
Like,
let them come to their own conclusion with their own holiday seasons or whatever. Yeah. But you don't got to show up.
Yeah, and I would say just find another time. If it's about they feel like they're not getting time with you, I would try to make another situation where maybe you're coming home for 4th of July. Yeah. Well, that's a bad example. You know, just a time in the summer. Damn, all these holidays are lies, okay?
Yes, they are.
But my point is, pick another time to spend with your family if you're gonna take away Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's my guess. Okay.
Now that you all are in your 30s, what new traditions do y'all want to start when y'all have your own families?
It was the now that y'all are old. What?
Now, she said y'all. She said y'all are in y'all 30s. What new traditions?
Do you want to start when you have your own families? I don't know about new traditions, but I just really want to like bring back the feeling. You know, like I think when you have all adults in your family, there's a bit of the magic that's gone. There's no, you know, like waking the kid, like making the sugar cookies for Santa and like leaving them out and like sending them to sleep, reading bedtime stories, you know, like, or like waking up in the morning, hearing the pitter patter of feet. Like we all wake up at like 11 a.m. noon. Like I guess we should open some gifts now. You know what I mean? Kind of a thing. And I think that like I would really look forward to like maybe just like bringing back like when I think about having kids, I can't wait to like I think kids make Christmas special. In like a really cute way that I think is hard to do when you don't have any in the family. And I know it's my fault that we don't have. I mean, it's all me. I'm the oldest. My sister's in her mid-20s. It's not, you know, and there's only two of us.
We do all the things. My family does all the things that we did when we were kids. So I think that's the tradition that I will keep up. My mom does not play about Christmas.
No, Liz doesn't either.
Like, my mom doesn't play about Christmas. So when it comes to making cookies, we have to make cookies.
Oh, you also make cookies?
Yes.
Like for Santa or just for fun?
Just for fun. Just to eat. You know, get the cookies. We all open one gift the day before Christmas. We all have stockings. We stuff our stockings. We all, like, my mom does not, the only thing that I think maybe that I'll probably put in, which is corny as hell, is probably get my family like matching pajama sets. We don't have that.
Oh, we do that. I do want to keep the pajama sets.
So
we do that.
What me and my brother do every single Christmas is we do a concert of the same songs.
Oh yes, your mom
that we will sing. Yes. So we sing songs, but they're not Christmas songs. They're just old songs that we absolutely like.
Nothing to do with Christmas.
Nothing to do with Christmas. But we blast music until 4 a.m. and then go to sleep. We have a good time. I think that's something that I'm gonna keep doing though.
Yeah, I think I definitely want to like keep doing the things. Like cause I know my mom's like, you make people think we don't celebrate Christmas. We do the things, all the things. I just can't wait. I think with my family, I'm just saying. I think when you have the kids there, it just makes it more like because there's still the mystery of like what Christmas is. Like we all know what's up as adults. Like we know. So that's what I mean. But like I do think I will keep all of those things and maybe implement some new things. Like I think like, you know, I think we're mixy about Christmas dinner. Like I think like it's kind of like where we gonna go, what we gonna do, where we gonna eat. Like we eat, sometimes we do it at our house, sometimes we do it elsewhere. I think I would like to get back to like hosting. Like I think I would like to try to become like the house people come to. Yeah. For Christmas. Like that's I think I would like to do that and like I mean, but we'll keep the big breakfast, keep the Christmas movies that we must watch. My mom is a Christmas movie. We love holiday movies. We watching them all. We're doing a marathon. We used to do cookie making day, stuff like that. Yeah, but maybe something that takes us outside the house. I'm trying to think of like what's a tradition that I can bring in that takes us outside the house.
Why don't we go outside?
Well, like you know, like I'm thinking during the holiday season, like you see people like go pick a tree. I'm probably not gonna have no real tree.
No real trees over here.
But like maybe go see the lights somewhere. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
We used to go see the Christmas Day movie. Ever since Dreamgirls, whatever movie was coming out on Christmas, if it was black, we'll go see the movies. Oh, and you know what else we used to do? Sorry, I know we're taking a while. We used to always serve. We used to go to a shelter and do for 8 years. We would go serve families on one of the holidays, and I would like to bring that back eventually.
That's what I would have. I would hope that people would do for Thanksgiving if they don't want to celebrate Thanksgiving. Just give to something else. Give somebody else. So whether it is walk around your town with blankets or coats or things like that, I used to do that, and also just volunteer your time in any way, shape, or form during the holidays is really good for you to do. Those are definitely some great ones. Those are some great traditions.
When does the Christmas tree go up and when does it come down? The answer is when the fuck you want it to, sis. Whatever you say goes. No rules. After Halloween, it's all fair game. At my house until my mother's birthday. Her birthday is January 14th. So Martin Luther King weekend. You're lucky. And she wants it up on her birthday, so she's going to take it down after. There were times I would come home for my birthday on February 6th, and the tree might still be up. We fucking love the Christmas tree in my house, okay? I love the lights. They make me happy. And I've started to now have a tree in my apartment in LA. I never had one in New York because I just would it's a train ride away. I just also didn't have the money to set it up. I think it was but I now, especially because I'm going to go home for Christmas, so I'm missing a week. It's coming up a week early. Like, I'm putting my Christmas tree up this week if I can help it because I love the lights at night. It's just so cozy and just makes it feel so special. I just like tinkle lights. And so any excuse to put up tinkle lights, it makes me happy. And it's definitely staying up in my house until after the new year. So maybe like the first week of January, I take it down. But you do what brings you joy, okay? This world is rough enough.
Whenever you want to. Do
but
whatever you want
for me, I promise you, the Thanksgiving food tastes the same.
LOL.
Whether the tree is up or not.
I'm probably going to put mine up the week before Christmas and take it down after New Year's.
It's so much work to only have it up for 2 weeks.
It's a fake tree.
But you got to decorate it.
Decorate it, but y'all that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't be focused. Y'all be doing shit like singing songs and...
Yeah, it's the joy.
It's the joy. I want to just put the lights up. Put the little
you
stuff
gotta put
up.
all the ornaments.
Right. That's the fun part for me. The fun part is doing that. And that only takes me about... Because also I'm not getting the big tree. I'm getting like a tree my size. That's like 5'7", 6 foot maybe. So then doing that...
It's a lot. I'm just saying, taking the tree up and putting it down
and then putting it down, whatever. But... You know, I just will not be doing a real tree ever again. I did that one time, and it shed everywhere. And I have a dog who I love, and that girl was struggling, okay? She was getting yelled at every day because she was trying to eat them pine needles. So, no, it will be fake tree forever. Now, but also, would you mind doing a colored tree?
Yes, that's tacky. It better be green. Around here.
That's crazy. Didn't you just say do what makes people happy?
You asked me what I would do.
But you said tacky.
I do.
And you said it should be green. You said that, right?
I did.
It's okay. What I'm saying is
don't
joy.
Tell me white. Don't tell me white.
I'm going to give me a white tree.
Ah! That's not what they meant when they said they're dreaming of a white Christmas.
Yes, they do. Up in here it is because I'm not thinking about white people.
White tree?
So white tree. Yes. Think about the snow falling on the tree. Now it's covered in snow, white tree. I like a white tree. Now, I was thinking about getting a black tree, but I'm doing my best.
I would take a black tree over a white tree. I think that would look better. I've been thinking about how things pop. I feel like the white tree will wash out all the ornament colors.
Not when you get colorful ornaments.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Do what brings you joy.
Go ahead.
All right. Food time. Settle this. Dressing or stuffing?
I don't eat either, so.
That's my favorite side.
Really?
I fucking love them both. So here's what I think the difference is. I think dressing is A, you're black. It's a black family. B, it's the stuff that actually comes, like when they put it in the turkey. It's the part where like it's made in the turkey. I think stuffing is stovetop. Nothing comes closer to home. And I will eat box stuffing.
It smells good.
I don't care what y'all have to say about it.
Yeah.
I like both. But to me, dressing is like, it's the stuff that's in the turkey. And like, it's when they cook it that way. I think it's based on how it's prepared. And if you're black or not.
Okay.
Want to read this next one?
How do I explain to my sister, who's a chef, that she doesn't cook with love? Food is trash.
I've been trying to figure out how she's a chef, but she don't cook good.
I have an aunt. There's tons of chefs that don't cook good. I have an aunt who makes terrible, and I think I've said this every year. She makes terrible potato salad. And every year, my family hypes this woman up.
No.
To make her potato salad. And although, I guess, some people really do like it in the family. But at the end of the night, for Christmas, it's still there. It's still sitting there. So I would like to say, I finally my mom snitched on me.
Not your mom threw you under the bus so she could get the message out.
Right.
That's what happened. She said Deanna doesn't like it.
And she was like, I said, peas don't belong in there.
There's what?
When you have a Caribbean family, this is the things that you can't eat or they can't make. Macaroni. Salad
or
no
cheese, mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. They're incapable. There's no way. There's nothing that I don't care. I don't care what you're about to say about your Caribbean mother. She doesn't know how to make macaroni and cheese. So stop.
Peas?
And potato salad. Peas were in it. I don't know why, but they were.
That's almost as bad as raisins.
You just say this is not.
That's not potato salad.
You understand? And yeah, and you're not. And I told her, like, listen, you're not from here, girl. Let me help you. Let me tell you what's on here.
Let the Black Americans take this one.
It's okay.
It's all right. Not everything's for everybody.
Not everything is for everyone.
I think the way, if you can't be direct, I think the message is to leave a full plate of it there.
But then they're not ever gonna eat. Well, does she not? I got a follow-up question.
Does she not notice? Like, I think if you continue to let that, when you see that nobody's eating it, like, I think everybody should just pledge to not eat it. And on top of that, family should double up and everybody make the two. Like, so if she's making mac and cheese, somebody who can cook make the mac and cheese.
Is she making the full spread?
If she is,
that's
so
also.
Sorry.
If she making full spread, then they have to eat something. But
they have to.
I would say you have to sit down and say, "Yo, what can I help you? Also, can I help you cook?"
I would love to join you. I think the love is us doing it as a family.
Exactly.
And maybe we should, as a family, come together and cook together.
Love that.
Or
that's how you do it.
If she's stubborn and refuses to accept it, make two of everything. Somebody else cook.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, but I can see somebody not standing down.
Damn.
You know how
that's
people
tough.
get.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the next one?
What advice do you have for people spending the holidays alone?
Well, I've done it before. I would just say do things that make you comfortable. I used to do it for Thanksgiving back in school too when I was in college. I wouldn't go home. I would just be in the dorm. And I would just watch stuff that makes, it's only one day. Sometimes I have to remind myself, it's one day. It's one day. And it's tough.
Yeah. It's
but,
like 24 hours.
But you just got to focus on it's only one day. Things will go back to normal. And that's tough, though. Like, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, that's the first time I did it. I never did it before the pandemic.
Yeah.
But it was rough.
It's a rough thing, but I would just say do all the things. Like, line it up. Get excited about doing all the things that bring you comfort.
Yeah. Watch your favorite movies, binge your favorite shows, order all your favorite food.
All of it.
Like, allow yourself a hall pass day.
Yes.
To do whatever brings you joy. All your guilty pleasures in one 24-hour jam-packed session.
Right. Stay off of Instagram.
Stay off of Instagram.
Yes.
Stay off of Twitter. Enjoy the break. And if it's a situation where it's just that you can't get to your family, what I did on 2020 Christmas, we did Zoom. Usually on the holidays, I don't know if they're keeping this tradition, but Zoom gives you a 24-hour pass on holidays since 2020. And we would just we watched movies together via Zoom. Like, we timed us pressing play, and I had them up on my couch, on my coffee table, and we just were kind of interacting throughout the day, eating together, but just through technology.
Yeah.
So
I think
I did that before.
The hardest thing will be when it's the aftermath of the people asking what you did for the holidays. That's usually the tough part, as far as but as long as you say, hey, I stayed, but I was cool. I was alone. I was by myself, but I went, I did this, this, and this, and this, and maybe go somewhere.
And the truth is, you probably had a better time than a lot of people who had to go home.
Facts.
Because a lot of these people asking you, but they was miserable at home, bro. So just don't, the grass ain't always greener.
Trust me.
Okay? It's not always greener.
Trust me, Daddy.
It says something the places someone should visit if no one celebrates the holiday. Go to the movie theater. Run it up. You have the theater to yourself. I think that's a good one.
I say go to Mexico.
If you can.
Take a trip.
Okay.
Go somewhere. Any advice on navigating grief during the holiday season? Now, unfortunately, I know this feeling all too well. I will say that it has ebbs and flows, of course. What helps with me is being nearby the family that is still here, and being able to grieve with my family. Sometimes, we all don't have to be so happy in the moment. We could just sit with each other in silence, and also sit with each other and remember amazing things about that person or people whom we lost. And even if this used to set me off, but my family is very strong. I have a very strong family. So, when somebody is grieving and it doesn't look the same for you, and they choose to do whatever they do to make themselves more comfortable in their grief, whether it is staying in the room, sitting in the room, not really talking to anybody during that time, because they miss a certain someone, let them grieve how they want to grieve.
Yeah.
You can't tell people how they should be missing someone whom they love immensely. Yeah. That's insane to me. So, I just remember of times where my mom lost her mother the day after Christmas, and she lost her father in the summer, but his birthday is on Christmas Day. Yeah, it's very tough for my mom. So it is important that we surround her with any type of love and all type of love that she wants to accept in the moment, And what really helps is her being around her family. But sometimes you do want to take that moment to be alone and remember those people and remember those times when I wasn't even around, or her kids wasn't around when she was a kid. So it's just
respecting people's. I think we talk about love languages, but not grief languages. Like everybody grieves differently, and you have to respect how they grieve.
Absolutely. So I just would say, grieve your way and allow people to grieve theirs.
And remember,
and be able to sit and talk about certain moments. That's what we'll be doing this year with my Aunt Sylvia. And she, that's going to be a big one.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I think it's always important to remember that grief is proof of that how much you've loved. Like, I think always try to remember that grief is proof of how much you've loved, and how lucky, how blessed that person is to have, that their love is still tangible on this earth through the grief. So it's sad, but it's beautiful at the same time. So sometimes try to lean into the beautiful part of it, because it's love. It's love left on this earth. Sorry, friend. It's okay.
Yes, but if you are grieving, please know and understand that my DM is always open if you do want to talk. I also will be grieving this year. So, just take some time for yourself and remember the amazing things about that person or people that you've lost. So, we can move forward.
Okay, the next question. How should I respond to people making comments about my weight? The person who wrote in says that they've lost a lot of weight since the last holiday, and they're afraid to deal with the crackhead jokes. And I think that people, whether they've lost a lot of weight or gained weight, it's or even if you haven't, some families are just, there's those people who just every year you come in and looking the same, and they still got something.
And they still got something to
say. And to all of them, I say to them to mind their to fucking business. Like, I am big. You have to set boundaries sometimes, and like when somebody's being rude, no matter who they are to you and your family, you are allowed to protect yourself. Mm-hmm. And you're allowed to tell them that if they continue to speak on this, give them a warning. Give them two. It's like, whether it's I don't know what the consequences, I don't know how far you're willing to go with it, whether it's you're going to hear from me in a way that's not going to make you happy, or it's I'm going to remove myself and stop coming. Like, but you are allowed to, holidays are supposed to be a safe place. And you need to, and my thing is, if you really want to get down to it and you really want to knock them up, tell them that you are happy with your weight, and you should figure out why. They need to figure out why they're so insecure about weight that they're projecting it onto you. Mm-hmm. You need to ask them, who told you that what I look like is wrong? Mm-hmm. I love a follow-up. Mm-hmm. Do you know what fat phobia is and why you feel that way? Mm-hmm. Do you know, have you worked through why you let European beauty standards make you believe that the way we naturally are ain't right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, weight in families are genetic. So, what about our DNA do you think that I should be ashamed of?
Mm. Or you could just say, when they hit you with the crackhead joke, you just say, like your baby father. Remember? Or they usually, my thing is, this is how I am. I want to make it so uncomfortable
It's going to get,
that you'll never want to do this again with me. So I have had things said to me, but I don't understand why people would say things to me when I know everybody's family business.
We all got something that we can say to somebody.
And I'm going to say it every time.
And that's a good one, too, because I don't know who your relatives and their dirt, but hit them back.
Right, that's it.
Hit them back.
And it doesn't have to be a long response. You just got to call out one name. Just whatever name it is, call it out. Well, I'm that one.
Did being skinny keep your husband from leaving you?
And usually, yes.
Can't tell, can't call it. I don't think so, because he's not here.
It has to be something. I understand. Sometimes it's grandma,
And you
Sometimes
can't talk to grandma
and
that
you
way.
can't talk to grandma that way.
And that's the time where maybe you go with what I said initially.
Right, grandma. But grandma,
about?
Sometimes you can't even take grandma like I can't have her sit down with grandma because grandma not gonna respond to that.
Well, I mean, if she doesn't, I think my grandmother has gotten to a place where I'm really proud of her for being able to hear some of those things. But I think if you feel like your grandmother cannot hear those things,
she'd just be like,
you have to tell her. I know that if nothing else, your grandma wants you there. And so you have to tell grandma that, Grandma, you're making me not want to spend this holiday with you.
Because
I love you.
That hurt
so
my feelings.
You're hurting me. I don't think you want to hurt me, but I need you to know that if you want me to continue to partake, you have to stop. I think that, if nothing else, because Granny wants you there.
Right.
It should help her understand.
It's tough.
It's tough, though.
It's tough because, I got both. I have the Black American grandma, and I also had the immigrant grandma. And I'm telling you.
Listen, it's tough.
That one will watch you leave.
And
all right?
Yeah.
Black American, maybe not.
But hopefully sometimes there's enough other people in the family that will stand up. Like, my mother was like, they're not about to talk about my kids the way they talked about me.
And that's also key, too.
And it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like you got to have somebody she's not grandma, too.
Yeah.
Grandma got a sister, a brother, somebody who's eye to eye.
Yeah.
Who could be like, Shirley,
stop it.
Shut up.
It's ridiculous.
Because you can't tell Shirley to shut up.
Right, exactly. So that's it. Okay, so then, 26 and haven't achieved the main goal I've set. Tips on navigating family dinner convos. Love y'all. All right.
I think it's a lot of this. Well, not the insulting thing, but if they come for you, I think that it's like, hey, we're all working towards something. Everybody's working towards something. And you're 26.
That's what I was about to say. 26. Pipe down.
Pipe down.
I wish they would say something. 26, dog. I'm 26. I'm figuring it out. Uncle Johnny is fucking 55 and still trying to figure it out. If he can still figure it out, I can still figure it out. So give it a second. And that's it. Shut it up. That's what we have to start doing. Turning it up in the house. Light the fire. Burn the house down sometimes. We have to do it. So that's what I would say. But, because you're already going to be really hard on yourself as is.
Yeah.
It's enough.
Yeah.
So, just do that.
It's just, you really got to just figure out a way to shut it down. Because a lot of times, you're not going to, unfortunately, get the understanding you're looking for from the people you love the most. And that's hard.
Then start asking people what they were doing at 26.
That's a fun game. Let's play a game. Everybody go around the table and tell me how she was doing.
Where were you at 26?
And what man you were living with
that's no longer here right now.
Because I'm doing it on my own, so maybe just give me a little grace.
So there's that. So that.
Okay.
Now, what's the next one? Oh, boy.
First holiday season after a 10-year breakup.
Oof.
Advice on handling family, loneliness, etc. Oh, girl. I know, baby, because I know everybody about to ask you where Tyrone at.
Oh, my God.
Everybody's about to ask you where Tyrone at, and that's going to be hard.
Yeah.
The first one after a breakup is always a dreadful.
So hard.
Because and you got to, my advice And I feel like we've said this before, but my advice, I think, if there's an advocate, whether it's a favorite cousin, your mother, aunt, somebody who can go ahead of you and tell everybody, hey, don't nobody ask about Tyrone today.
Oh my God.
Don't bring him up.
Exactly what happened to me. That's what happened to me.
You need an advocate who can go ahead and tell people this happened, because there's always that one relative who was on Facebook but not Instagram and missed the announcement, or whatever. Have somebody fill people in and let them all get their reactions out before I get there.
Yeah. I would say, because that's what I'm about to go through this year too. So, during the funeral of my grandmother, my aunt had set it. She said, "Listen." I didn't have to respond to anything.
I know that's right.
She was like, "We don't know him. We don't talk about him. It doesn't exist." And all the aunts said, "Heard you.
Say less.
Don't ask nothing." She was like, "She'll talk about it when she want to talk about it, but we ain't doing it." Shout out to Auntie D. She said, "We ain't.
We love a
we ain't
auntie.
doing that." And then looked at my mom. My mom said, "Yep," and that was it. So you just got to get you, an advocate.
Get you an advocate. And for the loneliness part, we always talk about romance with friends. Fill it up with friends.
Yeah.
If you and your ex used to, whatever traditions you used to do, tap in a friend to do it with you.
Yeah.
Make it girls' night, have a movie night, whatever part of Christmas you love, fill it up with your family, and know that love comes in all forms and that it will come again. And that no one matters more than the other. So, you may not have a man this Christmas, but you be thankful for the love in your life that you do have and try to lean into that level of gratitude.
Yeah.
I know it's easier said than done, but no, if nothing else, the next Christmas will be easier.
Yeah.
Next Thanksgiving will be easier. It gets easier with each one.
It gets easier and easier.
So this is just 1 year where you just kind of power through.
Go through it.
And that's just part of the human experience. It's hard, but it's real.
It's going to be terrible.
What's the next one?
Are holidays the time to debut a boo who you're still working on, yet family won't stop asking about?
When you say you're still working on,
no,
that makes me want to say no.
No.
What are you still working on?
What are you working on?
It may be if he's not. How's
the family asking about? Wait, I'm confused.
The family won't stop asking about.
So they met him.
No, they haven't met him. You know how they know you have a boyfriend, but you don't bring him home, and they're like, when you bring him home.
Okay.
And the answer is when I want to, or when I know he's gonna stay home. Because what you don't want, because the problem is what you heard the last question, right? Because when you do bring him home, when you don't again, you're gonna have to deal with that.
Yes.
So don't start nothing that you don't think you can continue.
Right.
If you're not sure that he gonna be able to be there next Christmas,
right,
and the one after that, if you're still not there in the relationship, I say leave him.
Yeah, still working on. Absolutely not.
Because it's still working on. It's giving me that y'all not where you want to be yet.
Yes.
And I don't think you should bring home anybody for the holidays who you are not solid with.
Absolutely not.
Unless he's 10 tones down, my man.
Yes.
And we're intentionally working towards something. What's the point of bringing him in something he ain't gonna be in?
Exactly.
So, tell your family to mind their business.
Yep.
And
yours.
Oh, yeah, it's me. What's a witty response when people ask, "Are you even?" Oh, what's a witty response when people ask, "Are you ever gonna get a man?"
Sylvia, hit it. Hit it.
When you say hit, I thought of do. Baby, whatever they don't have, you fill in the blank. When are you ever gonna get a job? When are you ever gonna get a life? So you're not all up in mine.
Get a hobby.
When you gonna get a breath mint?
When you gonna get a therapist?
When you gonna get a better hairdresser? Because I can see it.
We can see the lace.
We can see the lace.
It's visible.
When you gonna stop wearing that same sweater?
There's so many questions.
But now we playing the deuces.
Right.
Now we running it up.
Facts.
Okay? Because for everything that somebody don't got, somebody else don't got something too.
That's what I keep trying to tell you.
So I know wit it's not for everybody, but I think the easiest format is to just replace the subject. When are you gonna ever get something they've never had? When are you ever gonna get a man that stays?
That's what.
maybe I'm being selective because when are you ever gonna get standards? Because I'm not just bringing anybody home.
Right. I used to say to my aunt, one of my aunts who's hellbent, it always be the aunt that don't got nobody too.
Right.
And so I think sometimes now that I'm older, I feel bad because like
clearly they sad about
they
it.
don't want you
to end up like
them. But younger me used to be like, I'll get one when you find one, or I'll get one when we still looking for yours. So whenever,
and I do think that if it's coming from a more like I don't want you to have my life type of space,
but it's not. But it's never gonna do that. Like they're never gonna show you that.
All you get
with black women. We're gonna get We're gonna get. Hey, where's your man at? You 33. You 32. All right.
I feel like I love to bring, like I said, I love, let's take it there. You must dig into this in a way you're not ready to. Why do you feel like I need a man to make me happy? Have we ever, where's your self-love and value at that you feel like this is a requirement for me?
I wish I knew everybody's families, but so I could just write the jokes themselves.
For you. Yeah. Right. Give us some material. Send us right back in and we can tailor some responses for y'all.
Absolutely.
Also, let me know how violent your family is because that matters too. They gonna clap back? I don't know. I gotta see.
Right. Some of them maybe
they might
Kenya Moore with the responses.
Kenya Moore with the responses. I need to know what we dealing with. I might need to write you 3.
Right.
So let's just let me know where we at. But
what's the next one?
Gift. Okay.
What are easy gift ideas that won't stress you out trying to think of? So I guess the easy ones.
I always say, like, gift certificates.
Candles.
Yes. Absolutely. I think anybody wants their house to smell good.
Yes.
I think if somebody's not a candle person, that's a little weird. But I think it's something like, what's something that would make, like, a small house item? But I think gift cards are easy when it's, like, anybody can think of a store somebody likes. Or a restaurant that somebody likes. Like, Netflix, like, anything, you know what I mean? Like, get them a month off of something that they already are using. I used to get my, I know, like, dads, stepdads, like, uncles. Black men are hard to shop. Older black men especially.
So hard, brother.
But you know what an older black man love? A Dunkin' Donuts stop. I used to run up a Dunkin' Donuts gift card in Jersey or, like, Home Depot or, like, wherever their spot is.
I got a particular person that loves... I'm going to say, I know a man who loves Wawa. He almost passed out when he got a gift card.
I love a Wawa.
A Wawa will set him
Wawa.
up. He was like, "Oh, I'm good to go."
Great. Good. And so it seems small, but and if you feel like it's not enough, run up the number.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. A $200 Wawa gift certificate will last you half
lifetime.
A year.
That's a lifetime.
You know what I'm saying?
Of subs.
Okay, men love practical gifts, and I think for women, I don't know, just 80% of women will be happy with a Sephora gift card. I feel safe in saying that. Because even if they're not into makeup, there's skincare. Now, skincare, there's hair
fragrances.
Care. There's fragrances. A little something for everybody.
So, yeah, you could definitely do that. But this is also, just a heads up, this hopefully is not for your significant other. This is hopefully not for your mother. I'm sorry. Those two people.
Is easy. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do think, I like to get those little, if you're in Sephora, this is for the men. Or some women, too, who are bad gift givers. If you there's packages of gifts in one package.
Oh, yeah.
You can buy them.
And
it's a set. As a whole set. Bath and Body Works got one. I love Bath and Body Works.
They got good candles.
To anybody that's listening who want to give me some candles. Give me them 3 wicks.
Them 3 wicks.
Oh, boy. I love them 3 wicks. But that's what I'm saying. Get some of those for the cousins and the aunts, and you'll be set. Cool. You can
and if you feel like it's not enough, like, again, combined. Ooh. Get them that and a gift card. But, it's like... But, yeah, I think easy gifts... And then my favorite easy thing, and this is the way I've alleviated stress in my family, is we just tell each other what we want. Sorry. I know it's not for everybody. And the way we keep the element of surprise, we give a list.
Yes.
And then you don't know what from that list I'm going to pick.
That's what my mom...
But we do get a list. Because let me tell you what we ain't got time for. The stress of guessing.
That's what my family does. Now, I am known for I am the family member that gives the list very late because I do not know what the hell I want.
You're the annoying
I don't know what I want.
I'm like, what do you want?
Right.
A Libra.
Right.
Indecisive.
I don't know. Oh, this is a great question.
Okay.
Should I feel pressure as the rich cousin to buy gifts for everyone? My God, today.
Terry wrote in from Soul Food and said, "Hey, I'm tired."
Right. I have that pressure My thing is, yes, you have to buy everybody something. Unless you want somebody to have an attitude. I buy
You mean everybody who's going to be in the house?
Yes.
Or every cousin you have?
Everybody that's in the house on that day.
Oh, okay, yes. Everybody who's none of my cousins are in the house that day.
Oh, yeah, then nobody gets anything. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
But if you do have big families and everybody comes to the damn family, to the Christmas, then I have to have, that's where I go to Sephora, that's where I go to bed,
little gift card,
and I start to
pass
them out.
My uncle used to pass out $20 bills at Thanksgiving. You couldn't tell 16-year-old me that wasn't about to run it up.
And nowadays, that child will look at you like $20
is nothing. The price is getting heavier.
It's crazy.
To be the rich cousin is not what it used to be.
It's crazy.
But I do think that, like, I'm big on, like, do we have a relationship? Like, before I was the rich cousin, too, like, did we exchange gifts prior? Like, not to the baby cousins, but, like, to the older one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking, like...
No, I would love to think that way.
And I think, obviously, I'm going to give you a better gift than you're giving me. I mean, like, or, like, a more expensive
there's definitely...
gift. But do you get, like... But do you give, like... Or do we have that kind of relationship? Because not all kinfolk is... Like, I'm just saying, like, all right, how close are you to these cousins?
Yeah, they're definitely tier... I'm talking about people that's in the house that come to Christmas.
Yeah.
So, of course, there's tier cousins.
There's tiers.
Yeah, there's tiers. Okay, you know who to give the real gift to if you're real. Like that's a solid cousin for me. We talk often throughout the year. Then you got the cousins you don't hear from
at all
until holiday, but you still got to get something for them because they're family. And that looks crazy if y'all are all sitting around passing out gifts and you say, "Excuse me," because what we do is give our gifts to everyone. So I stand up. I give my gift to everybody. If I'm skipping over my cousins and I'm like, "Oops, sorry."
No, that's crazy.
Sorry, Matt.
That's
not
crazy.
This year.
Ooh,
that's
I'm so
crazy.
Glad my family don't do that. That's stressful.
Right. So everybody buys a gift. And it doesn't, my thing is, nobody needs to be looking at everybody like, "Oh, what you got." None of that. Everybody's grateful for the gift that they get because it could easily be no gift.
Because it can turn to no gift real quick.
Let me tell you how I could do no gift.
I definitely think that if they're in the house, I think it's a 50-50 chance that the person may be talking about cousins who they won't see that morning. I don't know. And in that case, I'm saying, like, do it based on the kind of relationship you have with them.
Yeah, no, you don't see your cousins in the morning.
Or like that day. Some people, you know what I mean?
Oh, no, I'm not sending anything.
Like sending gifts.
Oh, no, it's dead. My grandma didn't even get a gift if she ain't come. I used to say to her, you don't come to Christmas. I'm not sending you your gift. Go ahead and sit it on down up in his house. You want to get fresh.
You're going to have to come to me.
Right. She used to want to get fresh. Talking about, I don't want to come. No, you coming and getting this gift.
The cost of entry. I mean, the cost of the gift is entry.
Absolutely. And you got to sleep over. That's for the grandmas.
Is it
you
wrong?
Better sleep over.
Did somebody else ask, is it wrong that I only give gifts to my grandma and not her husband? He's trash.
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret.
Is her husband your grandfather?
No, probably not.
He's probably not, right?
No. But here's the thing. This is going to be my first year I get my mom's boyfriend a gift. They've been together for 8 years.
With him for so long. You ain't never get that man a gift.
Here's the thing. It's been up and down. You know?
Depends on the year.
I didn't know what to do. I will be getting him a real gift this year.
Good. I'm glad he worked his way up. Everybody give I won't say his name around applause. I almost did.
It's good.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
I think yes, if the person if he's trash to your grandma and you want to get him a gift, don't get him a gift.
He not gonna remember.
If he's not your pop-pop.
Yeah, he not your pop-pop.
If he is your pop-pop. Because some people may still feel that way.
You're doing that.
Because that could be a real thing. Your grandpa could be trash to your grandma. That's a real scenario.
That is a real scenario. Oh, no.
To which I say, get him a small gift.
Yeah.
You know, like a $25 gift certificate.
People already give grandpa the small gifts, though.
Smaller. Turn the volume down even lower.
Right.
But no, that's funny.
All right.
Do you exchange Christmas gifts with all of your friends as an adult? Absolutely not. Do you know how many friends I have?
Hell no.
We ain't never even exchanged Christmas
Hell
gifts
no.
before. I did. I almost asked because something I was gonna do, and I don't have to do no more because I feel like you're good. But what I think a thing I thought of when friends go through breakups because you're used to getting a gift from a significant other. I was gonna say, do you want to exchange gifts because now this
Sylvia,
year, like,
let me tell you something.
I was gonna say that.
The terrible gifts that I've gotten through the past years, I am happy to not receive any gift.
But I was saying,
Let me tell you something.
right? But you are right. But you know, if you
Baby,
was
the
not knowing how
peace is
it
in not
goes,
getting anything. That's
or
where
not
my
having
peace.
to be stressed about what you're gonna get.
Oh my God!
I'm screaming.
I am elated.
My point here is that I think it's a mutually decided upon thing. It's no problem if you don't. I know some friends do Secret Santa, so you just get
I think
one.
that's very cute.
And everybody gets one gift because there's a lot of people.
It's a
lot
lot
of
of
people.
friends.
It's a lot of friends. I don't know how many. I mean, I get that everybody doesn't have as many friends, but like, I think it's make it situational based on your friend group.
Right.
And it's perfectly okay for all y'all to say, hey, we're going to focus on our families.
Yeah.
Because we're all at that age now. We're supporting families, right?
Yes.
So let's just focus
Yeah.
in. But again, if your friends are your family, kind of that's a real scenario for a lot of people.
True.
Then like.
Yeah, absolutely then.
Yeah.
Run it up.
For sure.
That's great.
But like have a conversation with the friends so that they're aware that this is what we're doing. Because I don't think it should be an assumption.
And feel like shit if they get a gift and they're like,
because like I said, we've never even exchanged Christmas gifts before.
I don't, receiving gifts is not my thing.
I think of my friends for birthdays.
Yeah.
I think like birthdays are when I give you gifts because I think that they're family members who you may give Christmas gifts to who you don't give birthday gifts to. That's where the cousins come in perhaps.
Yeah.
But no, I think of friends for their birthdays more so.
Birthdays.
Because I don't see them at Christmas.
Big things, things like that. Yeah, moving into apartments, stuff like that.
But if like your friend is hosting a holiday party, maybe then give the host a nice bottle of wine. I don't know. But yeah, that's where we're at with it. There was a question I'm sorry I did want to touch on where it's like immigrant parents are only want to unreasonable things like a house, a car, a grandkid. Get them what they need.
That's it.
Like, not a house, not them. Not the house, a car, or a grandkid. But, maybe just help them with the house and the car and the grandkid that everybody's struggling to keep now instead of adding a new one to the pile.
Hey.
All right?
Go ahead and preach about it.
All right. We have our hands full, guys.
We can barely
hold on to this house.
Yo.
What the fuck do you want?
Dog.
How about we catch you up on them car payments for your car?
Please. Before you talk about getting a new one. Honey.
All right.
That's a great one.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead. Read this next one.
Thinking about flying home for holidays to see family. Ma has not so subtly said that she hasn't seen me this year. I get it. Family is important. However, funds are low, and my bro already spend the summer with me. Mm-hmm. Her anxiety is through the roof lately, so she's not easy to be around either. I guess he's talking about his mother.
Yeah, her mother, their mother.
Their mother's anxiety is through the roof.
So she's not easy
to be around either. Advice.
Ooh,
that's tough.
That's tough.
Because she wants to see you, and she hasn't seen you this year?
Yeah, a year's a long time. I get that funds are low,
Funds are low.
And that, I mean, you did have her son in your house for the whole summer.
So, I think, what if you just go and say, I can't afford a gift for anybody, but my presence can be one? Like me just being there. Yeah. And I want to spend time with y'all. But like, also, to be around you is a fucking drag, dog.
That's rough. They give her anxiety to the roof. That's rough. I think, maybe if you, but you said funds are low. I was going to say maybe get a hotel room. Or, like, stay with a friend. And find a friend. Find a friend. And then, like, go home, like, in your hometown. And, like, go home. Be in home. But have somewhere, have a second place that you can go and take some time off. But that's rough, too. Maybe just keep the trip shorter.
Yeah.
Like, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, gone on the 26th.
Gone.
You just power through for 48 hours.
Yeah, because she's gonna feel away. She's definitely gonna feel away that you stand somewhere else and not at the house. But maybe that could be a discussion.
Yeah, and I also think, but if her anxiety is already through, it's hard because
It's tough.
when a mom's anxiety is through the roof, you don't know what will make it work. What's gasoline and what's water.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Yeah. I think that there's really no winning here. And that's why it's hard, because either you're going to suffer or she's going to suffer. And you want neither of you to suffer ideally. But life is not ideal either. I do want to say, and I get it because I do, it's hard, not even hard. It's so hard that it's hard for me to even say this. But I have friends who have said this to me, and I've watched friends do this for themselves, who have stayed home over Christmas because that's just what they had to do for them. They've done it. It's a hard one. The only time I've ever stayed home for Christmas when there was literally coronavirus running around. I was not vaxxed and I have asthma. That is the only time I didn't go home for Christmas. But I get that everybody has different relationships with their family, and it's just sometimes you have to choose you.
Yeah.
But I think if you can handle it though, if it's not gonna break you to go home, break you financially or break you emotionally, mentally, whatever, do it.
Or I would say, since we're a week before Thanksgiving and a few weeks before Christmas.
Thanksgiving is this week.
So I would say maybe have that conversation now. How can we make the holidays better for us?
Yeah, a little teamwork.
Just let's talk about how we can make this something that both of us can enjoy right now. And then also maybe tell her about what you're going through and how the added anxiety is just not helpful right now. It's all on how you talk, I think, to your mom, too. I'm learning I have to say things to my mom will take things personal immediately. Yeah. Immediately. It's about her. It's just it. That's it. But if you can find a way to say, yo, I just want to make our holidays, I want to spend time with you, but I want to, I want to figure out how we can do both.
Combination. So that's good.
Yeah.
I think maybe you know your mom too. You've known her your whole life. What makes your mom happy?
Yeah.
What are some expensive things? Like, does she have favorite movies? Does she have favorite activity? Does she like to go somewhere? Like, run it up.
Right.
All the
and
things
who
that
knows?
would
Most of her anxiety may be because you're not home. So that may settle some things too, with you just being home for 2 days, 3 days tops.
If all else fails, I would like you to introduce edibles to the family. Maybe a little CBD.
Facts.
Sprinkle it in the Christmas cookies.
No, see. You tell people to drug grandma's crazy.
Their mom, not grandma.
Well, grandma or
they might be
mom.
Happy about it. They might be like, "Wow, that's the best Christmas cookie I ever had." We got Hatties every year, okay? Let's bring the anxiety down literally in the room for everybody.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and this one. Not feeling the in-laws. Be a supportive wife or go to my family and let hubby meet me there. Let me tell you something. I'm not married.
We'll be reminded soon.
I know.
As we go home.
I know. Facts. I'm not married. But you will not make me suffer.
Scottie.
During a holiday. No. I'm going home. Meet me there. I would say go so that you can tell the family, I'm here to stay.
No, Scottie. When you get married, it's your family now too. And the same way, no matter how crazy your family is, you would never skip a Christmas. The same way you were struggling in that last question.
Right.
You have to treat his family the same way if they're in the same, if they're in the same city, if they're nearby that's capable for you guys, because obviously it is because you're telling him to meet you at yours.
Yeah.
You have to do both. You can shorten your time at his family. Maybe it's a gift drop-off situation. But this is something that you decided to marry into. It's something you decided to marry into. When you marry somebody, you got to think about that. And if you don't want to spend Christmas with their family, you got to tell them that before you marry them. Let them know what's up.
Well, what if they just started acting up? That's what I'm saying. You just started acting up. I don't like what you're doing right now. And although I don't know, the background behind this.
Is that I think that the main thing is to communicate with your husband. Is he okay with you not stopping by his family's house? Are you okay with him not stopping by yours? Because maybe it's that you guys spend it with each family. But I think the expectation for them to come to yours when you're not coming to theirs is...
It also depends on what type of person you are. Because I don't know who asked this, but just in case it's someone who is outspoken, I would say you have to be clear. Your husband knows you.
Right.
So
if he's telling you to stay at home too, to
stay home. Boom.
But if he's not telling you to stay at home and he wants this from you or his family, especially once people have kids, it's my thing is that you have to figure it out because it's not going to change. You're married for life. Kids are going to come into
We're married for life.
So your families are like, it's like,
yeah.
So it's like, when you're not going to be able to keep their grandkids from them. You're not going to want to spend Christmas apart from your kids. Every year you can't do that. So it's like you have to figure out something that works for a little bit
Yeah. But once that kid come,
then we can talk.
Then we can have a discussion. I'll have to suffer through that.
That's a rough...
I don't want to prematurely do it. Is all I'm saying. But I get what Sylvia's saying. Yes, if y'all locked in, y'all have to do everything together. And it makes it... Y'all are a united front now. Like, y'all... I think it sends a sign to... Maybe it sends a signal like, hey...
We in this.
We in this. So you got to deal with me now. And I have to deal with you.
Yeah, because I just don't think the solution is not spending Christmas with your husband. So...
I mean, yeah.
Like, you don't just not spend Christmas with your husband.
You're not going to piss me off on Christmas, my nigga. What?
I say keep it quick. You don't have to have a full meal with them. Go to the house. Let them open their gifts.
How long?
And
That's
leave.
a good question. How long should we stay?
Customize it for your needs.
But how long is a good... If you can't stand them niggas, how long can you stay?
I say get in, get out. At 60 minutes flat.
Oh, they're going to have a problem with 60 minutes.
60 minutes, if half of it's gift opening, it's an hour.
It goes by really fast. No.
An
hour goes by really
but then
fast.
you mean like it's not long enough?
Yeah.
90 minutes.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah.
I just think that, and to make the excuse that you cooking at the family house.
Yeah,
I got to get working on that. Every mother-in-law understands a turkey takes basting.
Also do one of this, because it's never going to happen, but I love to do this too. Hey, come on by my house. Come on by my family's house too if you want to stop by and get something
your mom has
over here.
Too.
They ain't never gonna come. I just want to be fake so that I can act like, hey guys, gotta go home, gotta help my mom with the pecan pie. But if you'd like a slice of whatever, come on by. I know that's impossible. All right, have a good one.
Now, when they fuck around and come on by, you hit her up at her.
No, they will not. They will not come on by. They know if they know your mom and they know there's tension.
Yeah,
they ain't coming by. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say,
they're different.
Boy moms. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right about it.
They gonna see their son. They go to their son. So
right.
God bless. God bless.
Yeah, that's tough though.
And
that just further, I guess, proves to everyone who's listening that I am not ready. Because clearly, I would have somebody leave their whole family.
You say, hey, what that got to do with me?
I would literally say, go and see your family and see me later. You can see me at the house.
What if his mother wants to spend all of Christmas with him? Because think about our moms. Think about it in reverse. If your husband doesn't like your family.
And my family don't like my husband?
No. Just one way. I mean, or both. You gonna spend every Christmas apart?
That ain't my husband no more.
If he don't like your family?
Yeah.
Even if it's justified. Like, they're the ones in the wrong.
That could never happen.
Okay, guys. All right, guys.
But I'm saying if they're in the wrong, then I'm having a sit down. We're having a discussion.
Because this can't happen.
Because this can't happen. But, also, I'm a woman, and I feel like I'm able to have those conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Husbands, not so much. They don't know how to fucking do anything. Like, as far as making sure that the family runs smoothly and, we are able to talk about our issues, especially mom versus wife. What?
It's rough.
They start to crumble. So I would
stand up.
Stand up for real.
Honestly. Stand up like you stood up at that aisle.
Facts.
For your wife.
Facts.
You got to.
Yes. So there's that. Okay, what's the closing question?
What would your ugly Christmas sweaters look like this year?
Oh, considering 2023.
Oh,
What would
sorry,
your ugly Christmas sweaters look like this year?
I'm sorry. Why are we both laughing? Because I'm thinking of. But what would I actually want to wear? Because I want to wear anything. Because at first I thought about like a crying Tory Lanez behind bars.
Just joy.
Just joy.
Just joy on a shirt.
Ugly Christmas sweaters look like this year. Considering 2023.
Baby, I had a year, dog. It would, when I say there would be holes in them, it'd just be raggedy. And then towards the end, because the end of the year is when things started to actually lighten up a little bit.
It would lighten up.
It would be like a nice little ombre at the bottom. But the top, it would be much like this. Just ugly.
Just bullet holes.
And holes and bullet holes and knife stabs and just distressed. Distressed sweater. That's what I was. I was in distress all year. That's it. That'd be mine.
Okay. Mine, Santa Claus would just be handing out a lot of coal.
Truly.
All around the world. Because everybody failed at goodness in a lot of ways.
Jesus.
Just as a population. But I always think a bit more pop culturally because I have an ugly Christmas sweater that's like a crying Drake face.
Right. I thought they were asking.
But no, but y'all like your version too.
Mine is distress.
I was thinking of considering pop culture in 2023. Like,
you know, I can't think about all that.
That's why I was like, oh, maybe Tory Lanez behind bars. Merry Christmas. I don't know.
That's my favorite thing about the wrap-ups, the year wrap-ups, because I forget everything. And then finally, when I'm reminded of how crazy this year was, I'm like, wow, this shit is insane. This year was insane. This was a crazy year for pop culture. So, yeah.
It was.
Before we let you go, we always want to close with a few words of affirmation that held us together over the past week. And, child, what will hold you together this week, okay? What do you have for the people this week, Sylvia?
For the people this week, this Thanksgiving week, I would like to remind you, especially those of you that are gathering with your families at Thanksgiving, nobody cares about your diet. Nobody wants to hear how guilty you feel about eating all this food. I don't care that you haven't had carbs all year. I don't care that you're vegetarian and you came to this black ass house thinking there was going to be a vegan mac and cheese option.
Bring your own.
Bring your own, but don't come.
Bring your own.
And don't make us feel bad for throwing down. Because some of us have worked through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of us have worked through whatever has got you so stressed that one bad meal a year is just, you're incapable of going through it silently. It is not the time. It's about gluttony.
Mm-hmm.
It is not the time to bring up your, I'm going to be in the gym tomorrow. Oh, I got to go back to the car. Oh, my trainer is going to hear about this.
Oh, brother.
Please.
No one gives a fuck. No one cares.
Shut it up.
That's a good one.
Thank you. What's it's not much of an affirmation, but it's what I have to say.
Yes.
And I also want to tell y'all that everybody's plate looks the same. And I know everybody wants to post it on Instagram. It probably tastes better than it looks, is all I want to say. You know what I mean? For the most part.
Oh, facts.
And so, like, I know y'all, like, but also, you know, if you want to post it, post it. But I just want to remind you that most of our places, it looks the same. It's okay.
It looks the same. Or maybe it doesn't because some of y'all places be looking a fucking mess.
I'm trying to be nice.
Oh,
yes.
okay. So.
Okay, what do you got? What's your affirmation for the week?
This is for everyone. I feel like because I think the topics are going to start coming to the table. People are going to want to have discussions about what's happening somewhere, what's going on here and there.
No.
Here's what I say.
You're right about it.
Bring back shutting the fuck up. If you don't know what you're talking about, and most likely, I hope an uncle, maybe you could turn this part up when your uncle is
Play it loudly.
Right
Play
next
while
to
you're
you.
cooking.
Right. You don't know what you're talking about. You just making shit up. You've seen one thing on Fox News, and now you want to have a discussion about it. You don't know what you're talking about. Bring back I don't know. Bring back I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And also bring back when you hear your uncle or somebody, because usually it's uncles. Uncles just
the worst.
Oh my God.
Man, those Cosby years were dark.
My God.
You took me back to a place.
Shit.
You took me back to a place.
You don't know what the fuck you talking about.
The homophobia be crazy.
Homophobia, every phobia. There is the phobia. It's just
every
phobic
Phobia,
everywhere.
anti-feminism.
Baby, it's everywhere. It's
crazy
everywhere.
Toxic sometimes. Okay.
So just bring back maybe tell your aunt to tell him to shut up. Shut up, Johnny. Nobody want to hear that. And that's it. I want people to say shut up more. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. Or I don't know. Don't even entertain the conversation with your uncle. I'm telling you, it's not going to work out. Every year, y'all try this. Y'all try it and y'all do it, and it fails every time. He comes back with more dumbass shit to say. So maybe if y'all ignore him.
So let him just air himself out.
I have an uncle that my mom said, you can't come back.
Please. I'm a big fan of that.
Don't come up in here saying just crazy things.
Come up in here talking crazy. You're not going to eat my food and talk crazy.
Exactly.
You can pick one.
Exactly. But you're not offending nobody in this house. So that's what we're doing. We kicking niggas out of the house.
Turn that up.
Turn it up. So yeah, just bring back just people shutting the fuck up. And that's what I will say. Don't feel like you have to argue about world issues that's happening in the house when you know they're committed to misunderstanding you anyway. Because they don't know what the fuck is going on. You hitting them with real facts. They say, I ain't never seen that.
Ain't nothing going to be more stressful than the Israel-Palestine war being argued over at Black family table.
Not doing it.
Don't nobody know what the fuck they talk about. Nope. Please shut up. It's going to be so bad.
I'm not doing it, dog.
I'm
not doing it.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
Especially if you got one of those, we were once kings. If you got one of those... Shut your ass. Don't say nothing. Just go. I'm not having a conversation with you. So that's it.
God bless.
We were once kings and queens. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
It's like they call themselves something with Israel too. Ain't it? It's like they're like the. I know exactly who you're talking about, child. It's so crazy. All right, well, Godspeed, guys. It's only 24 hours. If nothing else, remember, it's 24 hours. You will see the other side of this. I promise.
And you can ignore the call. In the next month. Enjoy the holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. In the meantime, make sure you keep up with the show online using the hashtag Scottie and Sylvia Show.
And make sure you come back next week for more of the Scottie and Sylvia Show because we do it all for you. All right? All right. Love y'all.
Keeping y'all in our prayers.
Happy Thanksgiving.